Hello, AP biologists. Happy snow day. And you're like, yeah, it was happy till I got an email from you, Miss Culberson. I know. I hear ya. Today was going to be an asynchronous day to work on this assignment. I'm going to send it to you because we're not going to be able to bump back by a day. So you should still hopefully get a work on this today. It's not too stressful, and I mean that seriously. But I'm going to bump back the due date on it. I was going to have it due Friday, but now I'm going to have it due Monday, okay? But don't forget that Friday is your Unit 5 test. And so, good idea maybe to have this done by the test, but if you can't, that is okay. This is not new material. It's taking stuff we've practiced now a whole bunch of times and putting it together, okay? So we're looking at chi-square, we're looking at dihybrid crosses, and we're putting them together in our lab, air quotes. So we're going to be analyzing some corn to see what type of cross might have produced this corn, okay? So I want to just really quickly walk you through it. Okay, you're going to examine an ear of corn and determine the type of cross and genes responsible for the coloration and texture of the corn kernels, like the one shown in that picture. Okay, there are 4 different phenotypes. You've got purple and smooth kernels, purple and shrunken, yellow and smooth, and yellow and shrunken. So I want to talk you through that, okay? The other doc that you have is this, all right? And in this doc, it's a picture of a kernel of corn. Okay, they're all the same. So just pick one. And you're gonna pick out 5 rows. Now I get that like down here, that doesn't really count. Fine. Like whatever. Pick 5 rows the best that you can. And you're gonna be counting, first of all, purple versus yellow, or purple versus that golden color. That should be pretty easy to do, right? Like this is purple, yellow, purple, purple, yellow, purple, 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 yellow. So you'd be counting, okay? You're gonna count the number of purple in 5 rows, whatever 5 rows you pick. So maybe you pick like this row is 1, and this row is 2, and this row is 3, and this one is 4, and then you're like, do I do this one as 5? If you can see it, great. Or maybe you do this one as 5. Just do your best, pick out 5 rows. But where some people get stuck are the shrunken ones. They're smooth and they're shrunken. Now, I think it's pretty clear that like this one is smooth and this one is smooth. And like this one right here that looks like a raisin, that would be shrunken, right? Shrunken, shrunken, shrunken. But what freaks people out is like, what about these ones with like little dimples in them where the middle is pushed in? Those little dimples are not shrunken. Okay, we're going to call those smooth. In order to be shrunken, it's got to be full on raisin. So for your smooth versus shrunken counts, pick out those raisiny looking ones. Those are the shrunken ones. Everything else we're going to call smooth, even if it has that little indent in the middle. The rest of the kernel is smooth. The rest of the kernel is smooth, so we're going to call it smooth. Okay, so basically all you're doing here is you're picking 5 rows. You don't have to print off this page. You can if you want, or you can just keep it on your screen. Okay, you're picking it out. First thing, you're counting purple versus yellow in the 5 rows. Second thing, you're counting smooth versus shrunken in the 5 rows. Okay, just to show you here on your lab sheet. So here's your purple versus yellow, you total number of kernels, right? So purple plus yellow, so your total. Then you're going to give your percentages of purple and yellow. Smooth and shrunken. Again, so you add the number of smooth, add the number of shrunken, your total, right? These totals should match, right? Because your total number of kernels is not changing. And then your percentage smooth, your percentage shrunken. And then over here, you're figuring out what are the probable phenotypes of both parents, okay, for color, and what are the probable phenotypes of parents because of the texture, okay? And then you are going to, there's no place for you to do it on this paper, but you're going to perform this dihybrid cross, or you're going to think about it and do the math and crunch the numbers and figure out, okay, if the parents were both heterozygous, what type of ratios would we expect of these phenotypes? So you're going to go ahead, you're going to do that math, figure it out, and then you're going to go back to your picture and count. How many both purple and smooth? How many purple and shrunken? How many yellow and smooth? How many yellow and shrunken? Again, this total should match your totals from before. You're going to do your percents. And then You are going to perform a chi-squared. Okay, your observed number is going to come from this data table right here, your number counted. Expected, I tell you how to calculate that. And then you calculate your chi-squared to figure out what it is. And then, of course, you're going to use your degrees of freedom, and you're going to use your chart, either one from like your packet before or the one from the AP Bio equation sheet, to figure out if the differences are statistically significant or not. Okay, so this is what you're doing, and then hopefully you can get this done by Friday or Monday. But of course, we've been working on this for a while, and this would be content that is on your test Friday. Also, last couple of things, don't forget there's our very last lecture that's really just an odds and ends lecture called Genetic Similarities. And so make sure you have that watched, because we'll talk through that tomorrow if you have any questions. And then I'm also hoping that tomorrow we can go through the quizzes. Okay, so we're starting wrap up phase here. Wednesday, we're going to wrap up with that last little lecture, wrap up with your quizzes. Thursday, we're going to do a practice FRQ. You'll have some question time. And then Friday is your test, one dare multiple choice essay in the same day. All right. I hope, even though I did just send you this assignment, I hope you are still able to get out and have lots of fun and enjoy a day off. All right. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a day 5 square day. Okay. Bye.